Pioneers, what is up? So I'm gonna be honest and let y'all know that last Monday was a little uncomfortable for me talking about virginity because it's something that I have kept so close to my heart. But I thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for listening, and I wanted to start a new series called Relationships. Also, for anybody new, hello, welcome to my channel. I'm on 10 a lot of the time, so I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm on 10 a lot of the time, but come dive on in. Welcome. We believe in authenticity and transparency in Christ, so it's so nice to have you guys watching. And yeah, I wanted to talk about relationships because I feel like it's so big, obviously, in our society. There's so many different mishaps with relationships issues. And I feel like my story and my input as far as a mental health professional is going to help you guys along and show you guys like my mindset shifts as I have gone through relationships. So I want to start by saying that I have been boy crazy from a very early age. I had my first crush when I was 3. He was a cute little white boy with blonde hair, blue eyes. Don't know. Couldn't explain it to you. I just thought he was super cute and the bee's knees, and that is one of the memories that I have from me being that young that's like crystal clear in my mind. I'm like, you cute. Don't get it. Needless to say, I do not have a preference as far as like race, ethnicity and things like that. I have had a crush on, all ethnicities, all, men folk. It's just the way I ride. So when I was younger, since I was boy crazy from a really early age, my focus was on finding companionship and somebody to love me. For some reason, I just felt in my heart of hearts that I needed somebody to love me. That's not like, ignore the fact that I had a whole mom, a whole dad, a whole sister. I was just like, no, I want to find somebody to love me. So I thought that the way to do this was by being best friends with the boy, and then y'all would transition from best friends to more than that. I don't know, blame it on Love and Basketball, Brown Sugar, all them other good, black rom-coms from the day. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, this is how this is gonna happen. So in 2nd grade, I had a best friend who was a boy, thought he was the bee's knees. We're gonna nickname him Bingo for the sake of this video. And I was like, okay, this is gonna transition. Don't know what I was doing in my 2nd-year-old brain, but I was like, this is gonna transition. But I didn't want to tell him that I liked him. So I was just like, let me keep it to myself, let me be quiet. And then I ended up telling a close girlfriend of mine. I was like, girl, so like, look, Bingo over there looking cute. And he was a black boy, tall, skinny, nerdy, like super nerdy. Don't know what I was. My rhyme don't have no reason. So I was like, I like Bingo. Like, sis, what's up? And she was just like, I'ma tell him. So after 2nd grade recess, when everybody's, co-mingling in the halls, getting back together, she tells Bingo in front of the whole 2nd grade class that I have a crush on him. And Bingo's like, oh, like, Jasmine, I just like you as a friend. Heart crushed, heartbroken. I think I went and cried somewhere. Like, I was devastated because I was like, first of all, you don't love me like more than a friend, like you don't love me like I love you. And then second of all, I was just like, what does this mean? Because I thought that the whole like road to relationships was be best friends with a boy. So does this mean this doesn't work? It was at this moment that I did not realize that that's not always the way, because the friend zone is something that you could really get trapped in. So I continued on thinking this way. After Bingo, I decided that I was not going to tell a boy that I liked them anymore, even though it was not me who told him. But I was like, nah, we ain't saying that no more. We ain't finna get our heart hurt. We ain't finna put it out in our feelings out in the street. So for the rest of like elementary school, I had crushes on boys. I tried the whole best friend thing, but I never said anything. So yikes. And then we get to middle school. And so middle school again, at this point, like boys and girls co-mingling is becoming a thing, but I was convinced that I was a potato. I did not think I was cute. I was a little chunky thing, like cheeks so much bigger. Like, I was just like, I'm not cute. Boys are not going to like me. I'm weird. I'm awkward. Boys are not going to like me. So even the thought of me talking to a boy almost gave me a panic attack. Like, I would see cute boys and be like, oh my God, look at little Johnny. He's so dreamy. And then I couldn't talk to them, y'all. I was so scared. I was so nervous. I was like, this is going to end in disaster. Don't do it. Let me know if you can relate, because it's crazy out here in these streets. But some kind of way, I ended up having me a little puppy love boyfriend when I was 12. And so I didn't tell him I liked him. He initiated most of everything. He came to me. He was a friend of the family's, to say the least. And so he was adorable, shorter than me, because I had also had a really high growth spurt. I was like 5'6", where all the boys were like 5'2" in 6th grade. And so I was like, God, I don't want to grow anymore because I'm taller than all the boys. Then when I got to 7th grade, all the boys gained their height. That's not the here nor there. So by middle school, I still wanted love, but I was also like, I don't know if I deserve this, so love me, question mark? I think in elementary school, I was more like, oh, you gonna love me, I deserve love. And then in middle school, I shifted and I was like, I don't know if I deserve this, so like, love me, question mark? So when me and him started dating, I felt very secure. Like, I felt loved. Honestly, I felt wanted, I felt desired. Yeah, I was 12 feeling desired, right? And it just really, it was really nice to have somebody to talk to on the phone, you know, laugh with, share similar interests with, even if we didn't really see each other that often. Like, that was, he was cool. He was a cool little dude. And then after him, because he did a no call, no show, I didn't hear from old buddy for like a few months. And then he popped back up, and then we ended up breaking up. He broke up with me, and I shed one thug tear, and I was like, never again will I cry over a boy. Nope. Plot twist, that's not the best idea. Don't be like me. Crying is okay. Crying is okay. I think for me, the reason why I said that is because I didn't want to become so wrapped up in a boy that I lost myself, which I didn't do. I don't know what I was, it's the media, I'm telling you. So then we get to high school. Now, mind you, all of this is happening in Arkansas. So I'm telling you about my experience in relationships in Arkansas. So I had a few other little like boyfriends through the rest of middle school. Another one broke up with me, and then I broke up with another one. And then I had a few crushes and stuff scattered throughout, boys. And, you know, I tried the best friend route. It did not work out in any shape, form, or fashion. And then we get to high school. So by high school, I'm shifting to, I really don't think I deserve this now, because I've had a little experience. I've got like, you know, my thing in the game, but I'm still again looking for this, like, I just want someone to love me, to accept me for me. This is high school. Like, just accept me, for who I am, for my weird, awkward, because I had gotten weirder and more awkward as I got older. Now we're just here. So it's just like, please just accept me for me, and that's all I need. You need more than that. It's another video. So high school, I had a bunch of crushes, because I ended up at a high school where a lot of guys from elementary school were there. You know, them crushes was there. So I was like, oh, and then you fine too. And I remember, because I had like boyfriends back to back towards the end of middle school, when I first entered high school, I promised my Nana, I was like, Nana, I'm gonna stop with these boys. I'm gonna take me a little break. Like, I'm just going too fast. I'm just going through these dudes. Like, I need to just focus on me. And then high school was like, and you thought, because there's all these cute boys. And I was like, wait, me who? Where? Somebody come love me, because I don't love myself. And then I ended up running into this guy that becomes my boyfriend. So me and him had a class together. We had been flirting on and off. And I remember I have this message that on Facebook of us like chatting and him being like, so when you be my girlfriend? And I was just like, well, I told my Nana that I wasn't gonna date anybody for the rest of the year. I'm just like, what was I thinking? 14-year-olds, man. We ended up dating anyways. We dated for a few months, and that was cool too, because me and him, we had class together, so me and him were really good friends. And honestly, that's gonna be, so like the little boy I dated in middle school, we dated without us like being friends. And then the other guy in high school, we dated with us being friends first. And I liked the being friends first because we had like a foundation. But I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it, with middle school boy, it was just like everything was new, so I could just ask him just like a bunch of questions, and it was like we were getting to know each other, and that part was fun as well in the relationship. Let me know which one you prefer. Let me know in the comments below. Do you prefer friends first or just to hop into a relationship? I kind of feel like either way you're getting to know each other, because the reality is that we don't stop growing. So you're going to have to get to know the other person, whether y'all have already known each other or not, because there's going to be things you don't know forever. Just like you don't know things about yourself. That's neither here nor there. We ended up dating for a few months. We're going back. We ended up dating for a few months. And then I ended up moving to Georgia. And so we never talked about what we were going to do. I just went on Facebook one day and I was single. And I was like, so I guess this is me getting broken up with. He didn't say a word. Y'all, I was just like, oh, so I'm single now. Cool. Say less. He a cool dude, I guess. That was kind of foul. He could have at least said, I'm breaking up with you. This ain't gonna work. We ain't doing long distance. He could have said anything. Let's also let the record show, if you remember from my virginity video, by this point, I had not kissed anybody either. So I had done like hugs, like those really, oh man, I love hugs. Those like, come here, girl, you know, hugs. Whatever. But I had not done anything like physically intimate because I don't know. I just was like, I'm awkward. I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't know if I want to do this. And I wanted to kiss the boy before, my high school boyfriend, before I came here, but then I was like, what if I'm a bad kisser? Like, I don't want to kiss him. Still to this day, sometimes it plagues me. Like, am I a bad kisser? Like, how do you know you're a good kisser or not? Neither here nor there. The moral of all of that was, my main focus was to find somebody to love me. And to be completely honest, that didn't shift until I started loving myself. The only difference is that the stakes were higher moving forward, which I'll let you know, and also the way I played myself increased. Because once we moved to Georgia, like the I don't know if I deserve love increased significantly, and I also had trust issues, which was really hard like for me to interact with guys, because I was just like, how do I know you actually saying what I think you saying? Like, how do I know you don't just want to have sex with me and then leave? Especially in like high school, like I'm just like, I don't know if I trust that you actually trying to get to know me for me or what. Which at the end of the day, discernment, asking God for discernment probably would have been good, would have been key, but you know, it's me, so wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like, somebody's gonna love me. Let me find somebody to love me. You're gonna love me. I'm upset because I have to leave that in there. But yes, no, I think that probably that's a lot of people's orientation when it comes to relationships in the beginning. I think we're looking for somebody to validate us and show us that we're worthy of love. But again, I think that that comes best from yourself, and what you need out of a partner is somebody to compliment you. But again, we're gonna talk about these wants and these needs in a later video. Thank you guys for watching my relationship origins. I made it a little short and sweet. There's probably gonna be a long version somewhere because I did record a whole long version. But I wanted it to be shorter so you guys like get the gist of like where my head was at then. So the next video, I'll be talking about my transition to Georgia, the crushes I had, how I played myself, and then the college years where stuff got real fast. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe. Please go to my Instagram at Pioneer Faith. I'll link those in the box below, and I will see you guys next Monday. Thanks for hanging out with me.